welcome everyone to Token Topics. We're going to dive into some exciting information, which is great news for not only Ripple and XRP, but also Stellar and XLM and others, but the main focus is going to be on Stellar and Ripple for this particular video. We're going to look into Ripple's liquidity hub, and we're going to see the secret sauce. We're also going to go over Ripple and Stellar's offline payment technology. We're going to recap on that because I want to show you that there's also other technologies and companies working on the same technology as well. Also, some explosive news announced by Citi that we're going to look into that, and Stellar's rebranding. If you're an XRP or XLM fan, you don't want to miss this video. With that out of the way, let's dive in. Very important discussions are on the horizon. G20 finance track will take up cryptocurrency MDB reforms next. So what does that mean? Finance ministers and central bank governors of G20 nations will gather in Marrakesh in October to discuss potential reforms at multilateral development banks. So that's what MDBs are, multilateral development banks. They're also going to discuss on regulations for crypto assets, very important, and a global economic outlook. That's huge. The G20 aims to strengthen MDBs by widening discussion to include perspectives from the global south, establishing a globally coordinated policy for crypto assets and promoting financial inclusion through the digital infrastructure. Finance ministers and central bank governors of G20 nations will meet in Marrakesh in October to deliberate over possible reforms and multilateral development banks, crypto asset regulations, and a global economic outlook. Economic Affairs Secretary AJ Seth told Banikkanekar in an interview edited expert. Here we have an update on the Ripple versus SEC case from Finbold. This is from Anna Nsinko. So while the cryptocurrency community is waiting for the official conclusion of the protracted court standoff between blockchain company Ripple and the SEC, legal expert Bill Morgan took to X to clear up a few misconceptions regarding the case, specifically commenting on the X post by user Crypto Geek, who shared the news of Ripple opening up its liquidity hub to Brazil and Australia. Claiming that Ripple has begun the use of XRP in those countries for payment transactions, Morgan said that this was incorrect in his post of September 15th. As a lawyer subsequently stated, as Ripple's enterprise-level crypto trading platform created specifically to allow businesses to buy, sell, and hold digital assets, and therefore not intend for retail traders. Liquidity Hub does not use XRP anywhere yet. Furthermore, replying to user Micah PW20, who noted that Liquidity Hub originally did not include XRP because of legal BS, and that it was now the only one with legal clarity, but Ripple still has not added to Liquidity Hub. Morgan explained that there were things not as black and white, so it will. We just got to be patient. XRP, there's still little legal things going on. XRP has clarity as not of itself a security, but Ripple's use or sale does not have final clarity. Given the SEC's intent to appeal, if Ripple uses XRP and LH in the Liquidity Hub, can it or its customers be certain this will not attract the SEC enforcement until the lawsuit and any appeal is finally resolved? Right there. So, got to get through those weeds, you know? On top of that, the legal expert said that it made sense that Ripple would feature Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC, and Tether in Liquidity Hub, given that they are the most liquid and they're big-time used cryptos too. And that Ripple will be more responsive to the needs and demands of its shareholders and customers than XRP holders. As the XRP community was happy to accept when Ripple argued that there was no common enterprise between XRP holders and Ripple, there are no rights against Ripple from the purchase of an XRP token, and Ripple has no legal obligations to XRP holders. More recently, Morgan commented on the joint venture between Ripple, Tranglo, and SBI and Remit, and with focus on introducing Ripple's XRP-enabled remittance solution to bank accounts in the Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia, arguing that this expansion would have happened earlier except for the lawsuit. Meanwhile, lawyer Jeremy Hogan pointed out the fact that a federal judge had recently allowed the sale of a digital asset belonging to a failed crypto exchange platform, FTX, including XRP, back into the secondary market. Those sales must be legal and exempt from the SEC registration requirements. It was an exciting moment for Ripple at the recent CBDC conference. The Digital Euro Association posted that they were excited to share their esteemed member, Ripple, and they just delivered an insightful session of cross-border payments with CBDCs. So when developing CBDCs, central banks often prioritize domestic challenges. However, Ripple's expert Brett Mullen and Anthony Welfare discussed the critical or crucial need to consider cross-border payments functionality during the design phase. They explored practical considerations for successful implementation. So there's going to be more updates. So that's great. Let's go ahead and see what the CBDC conference was all about. Here we have, they talked about ecosystem-centric perspective, sharing practical strategies and methodologies for making CBDCs successful. Here we have experimental mindsets needed to create a new form of money using interactive prototyping to develop innovative solutions. Accessibility, usability, and digital inclusion, focusing on creating a user-friendly UX and UI designed tailored to specific societal groups. Interesting. So how blockchain technology can enhance user-centric design and security within CBDCs. The crucial role for interoperability is very important, and educating users about the features, benefits, and security aspects of CBDCs. So very big that Ripple is a part of that, and that they are a part of the Digital Euro Association. Now, moving along, you can also follow Mr. Man on Twitter. And I want to recap on this old tweet. It's pretty awesome. CEO of Crunchfish mentions Ripple and Stellar working alongside central banks. And they're now aware of Crunchfish, who offers offline payment solutions. And Crunchfish is partnered with the Bank of International Settlements.
What we are seeing is simply solutions on hardware. That's it, really. And that's why I think we had this play on that, what the competition does in hardware, Crunchfish can do in software. And it is significant. And I think it was really recognized at this conference that we are very unique in that position in the market. And here is a segment in the market looking at the central banks. And with this conference, I think we have established ourselves as a brand. I don't think many, except the ones that we have approached directly, were really aware of us. And this goes with central banks, but it particularly also goes with the companies that most closely work with the central banks. That would be e-currency, for instance, that we partner with. They were there. I met with Mitch Cohen again, who was working with the Bank of Jamaica. But there were many others as well, like Ripple, Stellar, Progressoft. And all are now very aware of who we are. And that would be a good bridge to us because they are the one that work closely with the central banks. Because if central banks going to mint digital currency, they will need some sort of platform in the back end. But these platforms need us in order to have a solution. So I think we established ourselves nicely in the area of central bank digital currency. Next one, we're heading for Cape Town. The conference is Central Bank Payment Conference. It's in late June in Cape Town, and we will be there again.
Now, there's not just the Bank for International Settlements working on offline CBDCs. Check this out. We have the Bank of England, which is also a Ripple partner. Offline functionality is a major feature of multiple CBDC projects currently being developed by global central banks. As previously reported, countries like Australia, India, and Russia have been working on offline CBDC payment technology. So, as you can see, a wide range of different areas CBDC offline technology has been worked on. Australia's central bank plans to launch a live pilot of a CBDC that features offline payments in the coming months. Now, this was a few months ago, so who knows how far they are along. Maybe that's something to look into. The Reserve Bank of India has been testing CBDC offline functionality since March of 2023, and Russia's central bank expects to introduce offline mode for the digital ruble by 2025. So as you can see, in some of the leading technologies for offline payments is Ripple's technology and Stellar. Now, it was exciting when Ripple's liquidity hub was introduced, but we now have an engineer who's unveiled some of the technology. Let's dive into this. So Neil Hartner highlights the XRP ledger's unique ability to provide liquidity for restricted tokens, showcasing the platform's unmatched flexibility in crypto transactions. So unlocking the secrets of the XRP ledger's liquidity mechanism. So in the vast ocean of cryptocurrencies, the mechanism and infrastructure supporting them play a decisive role in determining their relevance and utility. Neil Hartner's exploration into the XRP ledger brings to light a key feature, its ability to provide liquidity for what are termed restricted tokens. So these tokens are unique digital currencies that require specific trust for their activation, distinguishing them from the more ubiquitous crypto offerings. So this discovery accentuates the automated market makers, or AMM's, distinct position in the crypto marketplace. Its flexibility, as highlighted by Hartner, surpasses many existing industry platforms. Responding to a surge of queries from the crypto community, Hartner detailed the XRP ledger's ability to facilitate both single-sided deposits and withdrawals. And here we go, skip around here. So the future on the horizon for the XRP ledger. So while Hartner's unveiling has undeniably stirred the crypto pot, it's essential to understand the XRP ledger's journey is an ongoing one. The ledger in its current avatar is already a formidable force, but developers and engineers behind it are continuously striving to enhance its capabilities. That's why anybody who says Ripple's going away or they're never going to use XRP, they will always evolve the ecosystem. They're too big of a company to just let that happen. So being juxtaposed against heavyweights like Ethereum and Solana, XRP Ledger is consistently pushing its boundaries. A prime example is a foray into the non-fungible token space. NFTs, the digital collectibles that have taken the world by storm, require a robust and flexible platform for their creation, trade, and storage. Is gearing up to be just that platform, offering both creators and users seamless NFT experience. So here's a conclusion. Neil Hartner's revelations provide a glimpse into the exciting future of the XRP ledger, and by extension, the world of cryptocurrencies as stand on the cusp of what many believe is financial revolution. Platforms like the XRP ledger will undoubtedly play a pivotal role in shaping the future. Stellar just had a facelift. Let's check it out. This is stellar.org. If you have not seen it already, you should check out the new look. The yellow and the black, how they clash, it's very eye-catching. And I think it looks good. They definitely needed a facelift, a new look. Some people think they could have done better. I think they did all right. I think it's a nice look. I think they worked hard on it. Yeah. Put your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about the new look? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's so-so? Alright, this is Stellar Real World. Now, you can check out the interview if you would like, but I actually want to go down here. Let's check out aligning their brand and mission. Let's go behind the scenes and see what it was like during the rebranding and putting everything together.
This story has a lot of legs. I think it really is a great introduction to our brand refresh and the way that we are bringing that to life, both visually as well as from a storytelling perspective. And so I'm really excited to see that really start to come together, and especially with Idris as a part of it.
I forgot the line. I know how it feels to do what?
I think that the takeaway from a film like this that we're pulling together is that this is real. This is real world impact pulled together by people all over the world solving problems that some of us didn't even know existed. And that, to me, is the reason why we're all here to do this work. And it just makes me smile to think about what our future is.
3, 2, 1, action.
Say hi to the family, okay? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Because you're the only one that understands that one unique problem.
Thank you very much. Got it. Cut. We're good. Thank you very much. Got it.
What we're hoping to achieve with the work is for people to both understand what SDF is about and how that fits with what interests his personal views and personal causes. That's why we reached out to him in the first place, and I think what we were excited about with the brand film was something that could bring that partnership to life. And as we kind of refresh our brand, just reintroduce it to people who know it and get it in front of people who don't.
The collaboration is so seamless. It's fantastic, really. It all just feels like we're all gunning for the same thing.
For me, it really is walking away with the story of what is possible and how people can actually impact and make a change.
Action! Perfect. And again.
A sad reality is that it's expensive for poor people to use money services. Stellar is focusing on banking the unbanked, and they tweeted this out a few days ago. 1.4 billion adults lack access to formal financial services, relying solely on cash for exchange. We should challenge ourselves to understand why this reality exists and how we can drive meaningful change. Financial inclusion isn't just about banking, it's about reducing multidimensional poverty from healthcare to education. The 1.4 billion excluded from financial services face risk and economic shocks. They need protection from loss and access to credit without predatory lenders, and it's time for a change. In this same world, there are financial institutions with trillions in assets, over 11.8 billion mobile connections, and 5.18 billion internet users. But barriers to financial inclusions persist. That is huge right there. So digital solutions like mobile money have made progress but haven't solved financial exclusion entirely. Emergent technology provide hope, but we need solutions. I want to stop right there. And that's why there's different lanes, there's different projects for different areas, different solutions. Transforming financial access requiring ecosystem collaboration. Responsible financial service providers, consumers, partners, and governments must work together. Exactly. So it's time to imagine and build a world where financial access is mainstream and accessible to all. And if you like, I'll put the link to this. You can read more on the insights. It's expensive for the poor. It is. It's a sad reality. And Stellar is working hard to solve that. Meridian 2023 is right around the corner, and Jeb McCaleb gives a powerful reminder of what's achievable when networks unite.
Meridian is important because it is a place where lots of people from all over the ecosystem and all over the world can come together and collaborate. Because Stellar isn't just about what one company can do, it's about the collection of entities that are building this ecosystem and network. And so it's a really important venue for that, and great to see. Meridian is...
Now I'd like to finish the video with this Stellar commercial.
Do you know why I like to sometimes play the anti-hero? Because I know how it feels to make something from nothing. In a world where the rules feel so skewed. A world where we are not all on the same playing field, regardless of how hard we try on our own.
جدي
كلما ادخرت ازداد شعوري بعدم الأمان.
Opportunity welcomed me to a better future. Not by solving my problems for me. Action! But by empowering me to craft my own success.
puedo mandarle dinero a mi familia. Pero quién sabe cuánto llegará. І як ми відновимо все. І
We got a reply.
By nurturing initiative. Strength. Resourcefulness. Creativity. And resilience. We can bring balance to an imbalanced world by recognizing that if ideas are borderless, opportunities should be too. That's what builders do.
Behind the app that's already changing the world for the better.
هذا لك يا جدي.
Welcome.
We are here to enable builders like you to take action. Because you're the only one that understands that one unique problem.
You're the only one that can solve it. Your world relies on you. Who can you rely on?